Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome back to a new reading vlog. So it's Monday morning, so it's a new week, time for a new vlog, and I have some very exciting updates about the book that I'm reading because I finally decided to start the Dragon Republic, the second book in the Poppy War trilogy. I've read the Poppy War over a year ago and I just never picked up the second book. But I finally decided to pick it up. So basically the Poppy War, the first book, it's about this girl named Rin. It is inspired by like Chinese warfare and it's very much focused on kind of war against the evil empress. And she goes to this school and she's got like magical powers and it's lots of different armies. So it's very much like warfare focused. So if that's not really your cup of tea, wouldn't recommend it, but I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit. So the first one, I think I gave like 4 stars. I thought it was really good. This one I'm enjoying a little bit less because it is honestly solely focused on warfare and on these armies and creating the biggest army to overthrow, you know, the empire. So I'm enjoying it, but it's not amazing as of yet. However, the story itself and the characters are very well written. I just don't really know if it's my cup of tea because it's solely focused on like war and everything. But I actually started this last week, then I only read like 14 pages because I don't know, I had to get used to it again and all the different names, and there's so many names. But then yesterday on Sunday I decided to just start all over again because I hadn't read for like a week, and yesterday I managed to read 282 pages in one day, which means that I'm nearly halfway through this book. And yeah, I'm very happy that I've already read so much, because if I just binge read this, I think I'll enjoy it more, and also I think I'll understand it more, because if you just don't read for a couple of days, I kind of forget what is happening because quite a lot is happening and there are just so many characters. So I'm finally reading this one, very excited. I do really want to read her newest book, Babel or Babel. Everyone is raving about that, but for now this is the physical book that I'm reading. I'm not listening to any audiobooks right now, so if I do come across an audiobook that I would like to read, I will let you know. But as you saw this morning, I just did some work, I had to pack some orders, I had to do like some accounting things, and this afternoon I'm going to be working in the Swan Market store in Leiden where I sell my products, so I'll be restocking there as well. Exciting thing, by the way, I just see this. I've already got my planner 2023. This is my favorite planner ever. Like, this is not sponsored, I wish it was, but every single year I buy the same planner because it is the best planner in my opinion. It's called My Journal by, I don't really know what type of brand this is, but what I love about this is that every day you've got this really long, you know, list that you can write to-dos on. I guess I don't like it if you've just got this small bit like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I want it like this so I can make a long to-do list. So I've already got my 2023 planner because I've already got many fun plans in 2023, like concerts and just trips. I'm going to see Harry Styles twice. So I managed to get tickets for Amsterdam. I'm going with Leora from Books with Leo, and then I'm also going to Edinburgh with my friend Natalie, who lives in Vienna. And we always travel to a different European city every year to just, you know, see each other again because we don't live very close to each other. So we decided to go and see Harry Styles in Edinburgh and then visit Edinburgh because I haven't been in a very long time. So I'm incredibly excited for that. So lots of fun things are already planned for the next year, even though it's only September. But not only September, it's already September, which is crazy, because that means in 3 months, it's December. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to be doing a little bit more work before I go to Leiden, and I'll see you soon. Oh, I'm also going to watch the newest episode of House of the Dragon, I think when I get back tonight. I hope you're going to enjoy this vlog, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Happy Tuesday. I have got so many reading updates on the Dragon Republic because I'm already over halfway through this book. I'm on page 350, which means I've got like 200 pages to go. No, 300 pages to go, but I'm flying through it. As I said, it's still very much war and army focused. So it's not really my cup of tea, but I'm definitely enjoying it very much, and it's just incredibly good. So yeah, I will most definitely read more tonight. I know which audiobook I'm going to listen to, and this part of the video is actually in collaboration with Blackstone Publishing, because they just released their newest version and edition of The Great Gatsby, written by F. Scott Fitzgerald. And this is what the cover looks like. So freaking gorgeous. But they just released an audiobook version as well, which is narrated by Tanner Buchanan. He's actually an actor. He plays in multiple Netflix shows, and his voice is incredibly nice to listen to, so I'm going to be listening to that audiobook. However, you can also of course get a physical copy of the book with this beautiful cover. It's a hardback, it looks stunning. So if you want to get yourself a copy of the audiobook or the hardcover, you can check out this link. I will put it right there, as well as in the description, and just like put some fun back into reading with the newest audiobook narration by Blackstone Publishing. I'm always very excited about good audiobooks that have a nice narrator, and I love this one. So definitely check out the link in my description to take a look at the newest version of The Great Gatsby. And The Great Gatsby is actually one of my favorite classics. It was also one of the first classics I've ever read, and I read it because it was really short, but it did really help me to kind of get into classics, you know. So I'm excited to be rereading this one again, because I haven't read it in years. As you saw yesterday, I had to work in the store, and this morning what I did is I had to collect lots of products and price all of them, because this Saturday I'm actually going to a very fun bookish event at a library where I'll be selling my products. It's in Almere, in the new library, or the nieuwe bibliotheek, and I'll be selling my products there. So I had to price everything and, you know, create some displays, and it was a lot of work, but it's actually very fun. I'm actually going to multiple events this year to sell my products, which is so exciting. So I've got all of that ready, and it just fit in my suitcase and my backpack, because I have to bring it all the way to Almere by train, which is like an hour and a half, but it fits, so that's great. Also, what I forgot to tell you was last Saturday, it was very fun. I went back to my hometown because there is the annual, it's called the Harvest Party, and it sounds so incredibly like farmer-ish. It's been going on for like 34 years, and every single year there is the harvest party, and I assume that it started out as an actual like harvest party, because we're very much surrounded by lots of fields where they grow crops and everything. But now my village where I used to live is growing a lot, but they still do it every year, and it was so much fun. They really went all out this year. They even had this sky bar where you would sit and you'd be like strapped into a chair, and it would just go up into the sky for 50 meters, and you could have a drink there, and you would stay there for 10 minutes, and you could turn your chair around as well, so you had a lovely view across my village, and it was so freaking cool. So of course I did that, and it wasn't scary at all actually. I don't know, I don't really have a fear of heights, especially not when I'm, you know, strapped in a chair, so I really can't go anywhere. So it was so lovely, and it was lots of music, and we finally just saw everyone again, because for the past 2 years, of course, it was COVID, so they couldn't host it, but now they hosted it again, so that was amazing. So I had so much fun at the harvest party. But now let's continue with my day. I'm going to go for a lovely walk, because this Saturday I have to work the entire day at the event. I've decided to just take this afternoon off, because otherwise I'll be working the entire Saturday as well. And I just want to take a walk and do some reading outside, because the weather is amazing, and it's going to be very rainy by the end of the day, or by the end of the week. So I'm just going to enjoy the sun while it lasts. Okay, my hair is an absolute mess, but that's okay. It is Friday right now. As you saw yesterday, I went to the Tongtung Fair in The Hague, which was so much fun and we had so much good food. And I also had my first pumpkin drink at Starbucks this year. I decided to go for the cold brew with pumpkin cream because it was still quite warm outside and I didn't really feel like drinking a very hot drink. And this was so delicious. I think I prefer this over just a pumpkin spice latte because it was just a pumpkin cream and it wasn't too sweet because of course it was mixed with just regular cold brew coffee. And I'm not the biggest sweet tooth when it comes to these really sugary drinks. And that is why every time I have a pumpkin spice latte, after like 3 sips, I'm kind of just like done with it. But with this, it was so freaking good. So I think this is going to be my go-to drink when it's a little bit warmer, but I do want this kind of autumnal feel. So definitely recommend the cold brew pumpkin cream one. But some reading updates. I have read much more from the Dragon Republic. I'm on page 430. And to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed. It honestly feels constantly the same. They're just talking about war strategies and sometimes there are some plot twists, like some little plot twists with the characters, but all of the war is just constantly kind of distracting me from the character development because it just takes place during this war. That is why the plot twists that were happening didn't really hit me that hard because I'm just a little bit bored and I feel very kind of like bad to say this. I don't know. It has so many good reviews and good reads. I didn't expect this. So I'm definitely going to finish it because maybe the ending will be amazing. But it's just not really my favorite. I think right now it's between like a 3 and a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Don't kill me, please. So yeah, I expected more from it, but that's just the way it is sometimes, you know. All my products for tomorrow are packed. This weekend I'm also going to be cat sitting at my friend's house again. I always cat sit and house sit their house whenever they go on holiday and they're going, you know, on a little weekend trip. So I'll be going over there in a few hours to feed the cat and to house it. So I will film a little bit of Sar, the cat, which I know that you guys always like to see whenever I'm cat sitting. So of course, Sar will also be in my vlog. Good morning, it is Saturday. My alarm went off at 6 AM because I have to leave in like a quarter of an hour and like 7:45 because I'm going to Almere today to, you know, go to the YA book event and I'm so excited. I just packed everything. Wait, there's my suitcase. It was supposed to be very rainy today. Knock on wood, it is dry right now because I'm just afraid that, you know, something will happen with my suitcase and it's not waterproof and all my products are like paper. Of course, I wrapped everything up in like plastic bags as well. So let's go to Almere. I will bring you along with me and I'm so excited to be seeing some people that I kind of know in like the bookish world in the Netherlands. So I'm excited to see them again. well, I'm not in my own home, as you can see. Yesterday I went to the event, which was so much fun. I also filmed a few clips of the other people that were selling products as well. Also all small business owners, which was so exciting. There were some Dutch writers and some Dutch book talkers, so I had a really lovely time. I was so tired yesterday, oh my goodness. So I went to bed really early, and then this morning, it's Sunday by the way, this morning I finally watched Elvis, the film, with Austin Butler, right? Yeah. And it was really good. I didn't really know anything about Elvis, honestly. So this was very just new to me. I liked the film a lot, although sometimes it felt like the pacing was super quick and then it was quite slow. So that was the only thing that I didn't really enjoy too much, but the whole vibe of the film and the colors and the music and just, you know, it all went quite fast with all these really cool effects and stuff. I quite liked that. I had to get used to it a bit, but it was very good. And now I'm going to be listening to some Elvis songs, which I haven't done in a very long time. Today, I'm going to just take it very slow. I'm going to go into town for a bit because I have to get a few bits and bobs. And that's it. Sarah is chilling on the counter right now. Get a little paw over that. Oh, cutie. Okay, it's time for some final reading updates because I managed to finish the Dragon Republic, and unfortunately I'm going to have to give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I don't know, I think I expected too much, and as I told you before, it is just mostly about warfare, and it honestly just wasn't really my cup of tea. Like, the characters were absolutely brilliant, and the way they're written, and you know, R.F. Kuang definitely has such a big talent for writing these characters, and normally I'm very much into character-driven stories, but I could not get my focus away from just this constant kind of sameness of what is happening in the book. And yes, there were definitely some plot twists here and there, and there were definitely some shocking moments, but I just wasn't really into it, and I'm so sad because I don't know, I wished I loved it, but I didn't, unfortunately. I will definitely read the second book one day, but right now I'm just not really feeling it, which probably doesn't come as a surprise. But yeah, I'm glad I finally read it, and I'll see what I'll think of the third one. This is actually quite similar to what my friend Sabine told me. She also said that she liked the first one best and then the second one a bit less, and I can't really remember if she liked the third one more than the second one or even less than the second one. If that's the case, I don't know. But oh well, I'm glad I finished this big book in quite a short amount of time. I think like 2 weeks, something like that. And I'm just finally getting back into big fantasy books, which is exciting because I haven't read much fantasy lately. So this one, I've also continued listening to the audiobook for The Great Gatsby. I haven't finished that one yet, but still really enjoying that one because I already, of course, knew the story and I've read it before. So I'm glad that I'm listening to a fun audiobook again. But I think that is it for this vlog. Today I'm just going to be doing some work, nothing special, so I'm going to end this vlog here. I really hope you liked it, and if you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you want to comment something, but you don't know what to comment, comment a dragon emoji, because it's the Dragon Republic. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video.